So I'm Joshua Cardero from SBIT2G, and I will discuss the summary of Filipino grievances against Governor Wood by the Commission of Independence. So it is a work of Gregorio Zaidi, which is our country's foremost and well-known historian. Filipino Grievances is a document which was a form of protest impeachments against Governor General Leonor Wood. General Leonor Wood arrived in the Philippines in 1903, and he was appointed governor of the Miro province, comprising the Southern Islands and Mindanao. The document was about the face of the critical situation. For the constitutional representatives of Filipino people met to deliberate upon the present difficulties existing in the government of Philippine Islands. It is also determined how to preserve the supremacy and majesty of the laws and to safeguard the rights and liberties of other people. This document, written to made publicly known Filipinos' most vigorous protests against arbitrary acts. So Wood was sent to Philippines as Governor General by USA President Calvin Coolidge to fulfill their promise, since the goal is to reach loyalty from Philippines. USA promised that our country would be conserved and developed for the benefit of people. Then Filipinos expected the spirit of cooperation would be maintained. Filipinos were patient and diligent to the task of meeting the conditions given to them because they trust America. But the reality is, there was a train of usurpation and arbitrary acts, resulted to curtailment of autonomy and destruction of our constitutional system. General Wood's personality caused strong antagonism between him and Filipino political leaders. Governor Wood retaliated by abolishing the council and governing the islands without the cooperation of the legislature. The struggles between Wood and the Filipino leaders enhanced the nationalistic spirit of the people. The Governor General who benefited from the country and badly governed it were to be guilty. As far as majority of the Filipinos, they are not aware of who Governor Wood is. People keep on generalizing the idea that whole American nation deceive us. So after the summary, there are some questions. So the topic is about protest and impeachment requests for Governor Wood, or the massive disapproval of Filipino people with the difficulties of Governor Wood, particularly the executive branches of the government. The Filipinos' continuous want for freedom and fight for what is right. It gave us essential information for the foreign colonization of the Philippines, and it also helps to clarify the situation of Filipino people at that time. For me, I would improve the unity of every Filipino, and I will tell them that we must need to know the intention of the leaders. The author is Gregorio Zaidi, a Filipino historian, author, and politician from town of Pagsanhan, Laguna. I've learned in the topic that never trust easily people, because we do not know their real intention, just like what happened to Filipino people that time. They were fooled by false promises of US. And it serves as a reminder that we must learn to stand in our own feet and be independent. It is good that we have a documentary like this, because history have the tendency to repeat itself, and this document can serve as a review from whatever potential repetitions may occur in the Philippines.